Hi, it's July 7th. Kat coming to you with a not so live stream of the Adventure Paradox podcast. I'm sitting here in our dream horse trailer. We just came back from a weekend of horse camping. Today is actually July 1st, but at the time of this recording being aired, I will be on a family vacation. So I'm recording for you today. And today we are talking about being the best parent you can be. So for me, part of being the best parent that I can be is carving out time and space not to pull aside and record a podcast while I am on a family vacation with my kids. Instead, I'm doing it now. You're welcome. And also, if you're a podcaster or you're thinking about having some sort of virtual business, this is my invitation to you that you can be creative. You can do it differently. The power of podcasting goes well beyond all these incredible things you can do with parenting. Speaking of parenting, if you've been following along, we just aired a really incredible interview with Wendy Snyder. She's in this movement we call positive parenting and doing things differently. Whatever inner wounds you have, your inner child from your own upbringing, it's an invitation to do the work to not pass that on to the next generation. And there are so many assets, so many amazing things that your parents did. And I want to shout out to my parents because you did the best you could and you did so many amazing things. And thank you for supporting me, especially in my passion for horses, especially in that last week. And on the first of every month, I will be doing a drop about my TEDx journey, which is about talking about horses, how important they are to our healing, to our humanity, that we need to bring them back into our cities, back into our schools, back into our homes, back into our hearts. So good. If you're inspired by what I'm talking about right now, you're definitely going to want to go and follow along on my TEDx journey, and I'll drop a link in the show notes. But coming back to summer and really being the very best parent you can be, and thinking about how to truly show up and truly be present, and also listen to yourself. So, for example, right now, I'm here in the horse trailer. I'm wearing this hat, which I'm going to take off now because it's felt, which is too warm for summer. And I turned off the air conditioning in here because I know that it makes a little bit of sound and I want to give you the very best sound quality possible. Sure, every now and then I might be recording on a dog walk because that's how we're going to get it done. But today, this is for my children and I want my kids to hear this and I want them to hear the very best sound quality. So, kiddos, we are on our way to Briarfest, which is basically like Disneyland for horse people. This weekend, we will be at the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington. You're going to want to follow along on social media if you don't know what this is about. I'll try to be sure to do some posting. And this Friday, if all goes according to plan, we will be dropping an interview with the incredible Kim McElroy. You do not want to miss this one. She is part of the Council of Horses Oracle card, 40 deck card, and guidebook. She is the artist. And I actually pulled a card from this card deck today, which I'm going to share with you. We pulled Equus Caverna, Unearthing the Creative Impulse. So the writing behind this card, my children, encourages you to look historically at how long people have been connected to horses. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought this up. I'm so glad you asked. So I found this horse book, which actually came out the year that I was born, 1981, and it's by Cole and Wexler, and it's called A Horse's Body. It's black and white. It's got some photographs, but it has a lot more writing and images like this, where it shows the evolution of the horse. So the Eohippus was about 50 million years ago, we think. The Mesohippus was 35 to 30 million years ago. And the Merychippus was 25 to 20 years ago. It's starting to look a lot more like a horse now, by the way. It's got a bit of a donkey tail, but it's not looking quite so much like a fox as it did as the Eohippus and the Mesohippus. Mesohippus had a little bit more of a booty with the sort of donkey tail. and a larger head. But that original one really looked a lot more fox-like. And then the Pliohippus 5 to 2 million years ago, and the Equus, as we know it, or horse, has been pretty much the same for about 2 million years. So this is really amazing to think about. Um, and I feel like, something it says in this book, which I want to read to you real quick, because it is the ancestor of the horse, it is named Eohippus, which means the dawn horse in Greek. This brings me to something else I want to share with my children, which is a little something about Greek mythology. So I have here the treasury of Greek mythology. Classic stories of gods, goddesses, heroes, and monsters. Thank you, National Geographic. When I was growing up, I was obsessed with fables. I loved comic books. I loved stories of horses. I loved stories of Greek mythology, origin stories. How did we get to be the way that we are? Who are we? And what is the legacy that we are going to be leaving behind? What stories are we telling now? I do not love a lot of the stories that our media is putting out right now for children. I find a lot of them very circular. My kids and I have been talking about the three characters that you can find in any story, and you can also find them in yourself at any given time. The first one is the hero. Are you being the hero of your own life? Are you being the hero of your own story in this moment? Are you being the victim? Someone else did it to you, etc., etc. Could you turn it around so that it's happening for you and again become the hero of your own life? And the villain. Are you doing it to someone else? Did you hurt your sister? Could you change that and turn around and be the hero and say you're sorry and move forward? So we're always playing a part. And when it comes to horses, what part are we playing? If we're not home with our horses, and I think home is where the horses are, and my children know this, and we're traveling, are we checking in with the horses wherever we go? Are we connecting with them? Are we bringing them apples? Are we bringing them carrots? Are we spiritually touching them and connecting with them on a deeper plane to see how they're doing, whether we're at Disneyland for horses, aka Briarfest, or we're just visiting with some of our family's horses, which are some of our relations, because I believe that horses are part of the family. These are my questions for you. And, my husband and I, we live this beautiful, beautiful life where we trust our children to have their own autonomy over what they want to do with their day throughout their summer, to have an adventure with us. And this weekend, when we took this incredible family horse camping trip and we went to the butterfly event and we met a lot of other children and we met children down by the river and we had all of these really beautiful connections. We also got to the place of overdoing it. And my kids said, whenever we go horse camping, we never have a rest day. We need a rest day. We need a rest day. We need a rest day. And we listened to them and we followed their lead and we let them sleep in the next day, even though that meant that we would be out riding our horses in the high heat of the day. And so, this is that paradox of the adventure paradox. When we were riding, we had to take a longer lunch break, even a rest within the ride. So there's always recovery available to you, even in the adventure. That's that paradox, even in the parenting, where you have all of these other things and needs and demands and stuff you've got to think about. Listen to your children. What are they telling you? What legacy are you going to leave them with? Was it always hustle, hustle, so much work, horse camping? Or did we have these moments of rest where I laid out the Native American blanket that I was given when I was a child and we had a picnic on it, a long picnic, until my horse's breathing had been normal for about 20 minutes? Are you coming back to homeostasis? Are you taking care of yourself, mamas? Wherever you are in your summer, are you listening to the children? Are you having fun? Are you trusting the process? I want to share one more with you before we circle up here. It's just a note I randomly found in here. Good morning, girls. Mommy and Daddy are in the truck. Eat your pancakes and clean up. Be sure to close the syrup. Then get dressed and go play with the kitties. And I drew a little picture of all of the little kitties. So we it says we're in the truck, right? we have lived this incredible life of traveling with our children and world schooling when we moved across the country in this dream horse trailer. And my children are suddenly at a place where they can actually read our notes and we can write them notes. And we know that they can wake up and we can leave a little out for them and that they'll be okay. This is how it's supposed to go. Whatever chapter you're in is exactly how it's supposed to go. So be so present to the adventure, which is this summer, right here, right now. And just do the best you can. As Brene Brown says, I mean, what if we're all just doing the best we can? And that is all I have for you. Orange, you glad? Just playing with a little orange here. Heart of a California girl. Back to the oranges. Mwah! Don't forget to eat some fresh fruit. It's all about that sensorial meditation together. Breaking bread, breaking fruit, starting the peel for your kids, sharing, extending your tables to your friends, and bringing them in to just celebrate in love and laughter and joy. Because this summer is the only 2025 you're going to get. So make it a good one. God bless you.